Hello everybody, it's Alan. So today I received my new passport in the mail, which I applied for recently because this is one thing that I had not done back when I was doing all my name change stuff like a year and a 2 years ago, something like that. So I thought that I should do it because of the evil person who I can barely stand to think about coming into office, which I'm really scared and depressed about. So anyway, I thought I would do my passport. So I did, and it came in the mail, and I was excited, and I was like, oh yay. I mean, it's always exciting to get a new passport, not that it happens frequently, but when it does, it's exciting. So I was like, oh, I want to see what it looks like. So, I'll show you. There's my picture. I was like, oh, yay, it's really washed out, but I like it. And there's my name in the correct version, which is great. And then there's that. They did not change my gender, even though I sent in the proper paperwork. I filled out the application. I had to go to the post office to turn it in person because of the changes. I had to submit the court order for my name and gender change, the official one with the stamp on it, and also a signed as well as notarized letter from my doctor who did my top surgery, and it didn't work. So I'm really frustrated about this and upset. Like now I have to go through all of this other action because of somebody's stupid mistake. And so what I have to do, according to the guy who I talked to on the phone today, who was not that helpful, like, I told him the situation and I was like, I don't know why this happened, do you know why? And he was like, well, did you submit the letter from the physician? And I was like, yes. And he was like, well, that's weird, I don't know. Thanks for all that help. So I've got to basically submit what is pretty much a whole other application and send in the court order again and the doctor's letter. It's the last original copy that I have of it, so hopefully this will be the last time. So that's a pain, but I was thinking about this and I thought, why do I feel so upset? Like my heart was going, and it still is when I'm thinking about it now. Like, why am I upset when it's like, yeah, I have to do the paperwork and go to the post office, but it's not, that in itself is not a huge deal. But I think the thing that was sort of in my subconscious that makes me so upset is that it has to do really with my safety and people recognizing my identity at a foundational level or not. Like, I said a minute ago, like, oh, somebody made a stupid mistake and now I have to go through all this. I think it says something about the position of trans people that it crosses my mind, like, what if it wasn't an oversight? Like, what if the person handling the application didn't feel like changing my gender? I mean, I doubt that that would happen, because they must deal with these things on a regular basis, especially these last couple months after the election. But, I mean, it makes me think of that horrible lady in Tennessee or wherever, the Kim something, that clerk who refused to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples. So that just shows that there are people in government jobs where they're supposed to just handle paperwork And sometimes they don't do it on purpose. And I have no clue if that's what happened with my passport. Like I said, I doubt that that happened. But apparently in our country it could be possible. And that just gives me this feeling of a real lack of safety and security. And then regardless of why it happened, I'm in the situation of, at least for the time being, having a passport where my face and my name don't match my gender. So what if they didn't send me a new one for whatever reason, and I had to travel, and I had to show this, and then the passport agent in whatever country was like, you're obviously a man, but this says female, so I wonder if you forged your passport. Please come into this little room and we'll have a chat with you. And then who knows what could happen. I mean, I don't have plans to travel anywhere in the near future, but it's the principle of it. That is why these things can be so upsetting for trans people, because I'm perfectly fine at this moment, but there's this threat, that there's this real possibility that difficult or bad or harmful or violent things or degrading things could happen. And then, I mean, that possibility is the whole reason why I'm even bothering to do my passport right now to begin with, even though I don't have international travel plans. Because there is that very threat that because of the horrible, horrible people coming into office, I could have my rights taken away and then be in some kind of really sketchy situation and be discriminated against and who knows what. So that is why I've ended up feeling really upset and stressed out about this. Maybe a clerical error? I don't know what kind of an error it is. So, yeah, so I don't know. I guess I just felt like talking about it and wanted to share it. So, yeah, that's pretty much my story. So I'll be going to the post office tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's really it. So I guess a moral of the story is obviously make sure that you check very carefully papers when you get them back, when they get delivered to you, and mistakes can happen, and yeah, I don't know. Well, on another note, I have not caught up with my YouTube messages at all, which I apologize for. I have just been still feeling so burnt out from my really intense fall semester at work, and I've hardly had energy for anything aside from listening to Stephen King audiobooks. So, plus it's winter and I'm just not feeling quite my usual self, so hopefully I'll kind of get back in the swing of things before too long. But at any rate, I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate your support, so thank you. And I guess that's it for now. Sorry this wasn't a really uplifting video. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye.